This is how people look when they think they know what they doing when they cooking.
They doing nothing but scooting stuff over.
They just be scooting the stuff and like flipping it. They don't really know what they doing. Oh, look, I'm flipping everything around in the pan. Nothing's really happening. I'm just flipping stuff around. Y'all, it's your girl Dr. Nina, and I am in the kitchen cooking it up again. Today I am cooking with HelloFresh, and you guys know that I've been getting HelloFresh boxes for over a year now. A lot of the food choices are so awesome. You can get everything from vegetarian to meatitarian and everything else that you like in between. You can control how often your boxes come. In my last box, they sent me 3 vegetarian meals, of course.
I know that most of you guys are like me. You're about setting and achieving goals and also staying the course. So HelloFresh helps to make that easy because there's no shopping, no planning. Everything is delivered fresh to your door. It's made simple with directions and instructions, and you don't have to spend that long in the kitchen. Not only am I happy that HelloFresh is sponsoring today's video, but also that they're only at $6.99 a serving. If you're interested, make sure you take advantage of HelloFresh's offer. Get a total of $80 off with 8 free meals in your first month by going to HelloFresh.com and enter my code DrNina80, found down below in the information section.
I have started to incorporate a few things back into my diet that aren't just plant-based to really make sure that I'm building my strength, because I'm a little over a month out of pneumonia, and as you know, it can reoccur. So I want to make sure I'm building myself back up. So today we cooking with HelloFresh. We gonna have a good time. We got Jason on the ones and twos, my videographer. All right, let's get into it.
Thanks to all of you all who continue to support me and the Now That's Life podcast with Dr. Nina. It's now been played in over 50 countries and has thousands of listens. I'm so excited. Check out the links below for all the places it's available, like Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Make sure you thumbs up this video if you like it, comment, share, and subscribe to this channel and also my vlog channel. Make sure that you come back on all Thursdays and some Sundays for video uploads, and also be sure to turn on that notification bell so you know when I upload. So let's start this thing off right with the pasta Parmesan. It had zucchini, yellow onion, basil, Tuscan heat spice, Parmesan cheese, fresh mozzarella, garlic, penne pasta, marinara sauce, and panko breadcrumbs. And of course, the directions were direct and easy. HelloFresh recommended salting your water before putting that pasta in.
Y'all, I'm always and forever cutting onions like a heathen, okay? But if y'all got some suggestions for me, I would definitely take them. You know I do. I like educating myself.
Even though most of the produce comes pre-washed, I went ahead and headed over to the sink to make sure everything was washed thoroughly and even patted dry, just to make sure that the ingredients were fully ready for cooking.
Y'all, kitchen shears is the most underutilized kitchen utensil. I keeps me some kitchen shears because I never know how to open them correctly. Never. Y'all see how I keep this card handy right here. This good old zucchini. Y'all know zucchini is one of my favorites. So if it got zucchini in it, it's winning. You know, it's interesting when they tell you to cut it in a 1/4 of an inch square. That's what I love about HelloFresh, because they are scientific with it. Because otherwise I'd be like, well, how do you chop this? A lot coming y'all's way. Can't wait to be able to share some stuff with y'all and make sure that we continue on this journey, because you know I want to be on that journey to 1 million. So I think we chopped up our zucchini pretty nicely.
Next up was chopping up that mozzarella into nice smaller blocks and pieces so that it was extra nice and prepared for putting atop the pasta. I then finally chopped up the onion and made sure that everything else was chopped down, including the zucchini and the basil, as well as ensuring that everything else, including that garlic, was chopped nice and fine.
Look at that. Don't that look pretty good? Look at the picture. I think I did a pretty darn good job, okay?
Made sure I checked on the pasta so that it wasn't getting too tender. I like mine a little al dente, I guess is what you call it. I don't know. And then I prepared the skillet with a little olive oil, to throw in those vegetables and get those nice and good going and browning. After everything was put in and starting to cook down, I then added in that Tuscan heat spice, which smells amazing. Y'all, by this time the kitchen was just smelling bomb, like for real. And then I added a little salt and pepper to taste as well. Basically the only things you bring to the table with HelloFresh is like salt and pepper, your pots and pans, and maybe some olive oil. So that's what I like, because these are things that are usually already in your cabinet, so when your box comes you don't have to worry too much about what you do and do not have. You usually have it all. So after draining the pasta completely, I go ahead and add on that marinara sauce to the stovetop and add in the rest of that Tuscan heat, which again just smells so good. And now I'm adding in that pasta that I've allowed to drain for a bit and mix all the ingredients together. Now after that I was able to put in the basil, which again added a whole new level of scent, and a little bit of that Parmesan if you would like, and then mix that around. I added a little bit of salt and pepper to taste, and then added that fresh mozzarella over the top.
All right.
Y'all know I love learning new things, and I'm gonna take these panko breadcrumbs and make them into like a nice crispy topping for the pasta dish. And so I'm just adding the panko breadcrumbs with the Parmesan and a little bit of olive oil. That's all it took, sprinkling it over the top. From there we getting fancy with it. We gonna broil it. Yes, I don't always broil, but it's really nice to know that that is a function on my oven. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put that in, and when it comes out it has a nice golden and crispy looking crisp, like crust. I don't know what to call it, but it smells amazing. And I just put the rest of that basil over the top and get it ready for serving. Y'all, this smells so good, so good. But let's see what it's talking about.
Let's see. That's good. I'm so serious, Jason. This is good.
I see.
And I ain't just hungry. I had my big smoothie today. This is good.
Go. On camera. We got proof.
Hold on, ain't it?
We need to do more cooking.
He said we need to do more cooking videos.
HelloFresh, put some more
This
meals in one.
See,
like it's flavorful.
he's not a vegetarian. So
I like ribs.
And look, I ain't asked him to say nothing nice. I wanted a true testimony. So
The next dish is the asparagus risotto, but first we need to wash our hands.
that's what we smack. You hear that, kids? You wash your hands after you touch anything.
Of course, this one came with really fresh ingredients as well, including veggie stock, rice, Roma tomato, Parmesan cheese, yellow onion, asparagus, garlic herb butter, and chili flakes. First up was allowing that veggie stock to simmer in some water so I could do that while I was getting my vegetables prepped as well. So just as always, I took my time chopping everything up and making sure that it was finely chopped according to the directions, including the asparagus, and making sure that it was prepped correctly, getting rid of the bottoms of the asparagus as well, and also just making sure it was chopped in 1-inch slices. I did the same with the tomato, making sure it was chopped up into 1/4 inch slices. So exact. So I went ahead and prepped that olive oil in my large pan and allowed that to get hot before adding in the vegetables, more specifically the onions, and then the arborio rice, which was a different kind of rice that I've never had before. Smelled really good and plumped up really nicely. I added plant-based butter to mine instead of regular, and then I stirred in a bit of that concentrated vegetable stock, and you do it over time in order to allow the rice to take in the flavors.
This is how people look when they think they know what they doing when they cooking.
They doing nothing but scooting stuff over.
They just be scooting the stuff and like flipping it. They don't really know what they doing. Oh look, I'm flipping everything around in the pan. Nothing's really happening. I'm just flipping stuff around.
Because I had guests on the set, I'm using the Epicurean butter just to give it the original flavor from HelloFresh. And then I'm using a little bit of the Parmesan in there in order to get the nice thick creaminess. But this is what it looks like in the end. Y'all, it smells amazing and the asparagus cooked so nice and tender. I'm adding chili flakes and a little bit of the Parmesan to the top.
You want to try this one out?
Yeah.
Jason, all right.
Got fresh chili flakes. It's a real light meal.
Last but certainly not least was our quick truffled mushroom flatbreads, and HelloFresh pointed out how this meal was only 20 minutes. The ones I get normally are 30 minutes, and I noticed this one was much faster. Before Millie rocking my way over, I did set the oven to 425. I had shallots, Italian seasoning, Italian cheese blend, arugula, mushrooms, flatbread, truffle oil, and lemon. I took my time chopping up the mushrooms nice and fine as I knew they were the main ingredients over the flatbreads, and I chopped up that lemon to make sure that it was good and ready to be squeezed over our second small dish with it, the onion as well, and then you just prepare that skillet with a little olive oil so you can saute down those mushrooms and all the vegetables, and salt and pepper to taste as well. Y'all, from here was like a freaking breeze. All I did was add on that Italian cheese blend and a little bit of that seasoning, and then I made sure that everything was spread over top the flatbreads, as well as a nice amount of pepper as well. Put that in the oven that had already been heated. I went ahead and prepared this arugula salad, which I made my own vinaigrette. Yes, I feel accomplished. I took a little lemon, put a little olive oil over that, and then put that over the arugula and had a nice lemon vinaigrette. And then I cut up the flatbreads. You can add the truffle oil if you would like, and y'all, voila, 20-minute meal. It might look simple, but it had some complex flavors. It was so delicious and easy to do, which made it 10 times better.
I hope you enjoyed preparing the food with me and HelloFresh. But make sure that you comment, share this video with someone who can use it, and subscribe. Thanks so much for watching, y'all. Beautiful Brown Baby Doll. And Jason, our taste tester today, and videographer. Peace.
Yeah.
Special thanks to Jason Bowie of Trinity Media Solutions for co-producing and filming today's video. His information can be found down below in the information section. Thanks so much for all the love and support over on my new website. If you haven't already, go ahead and check it out and join me for new ways to interact with me, giveaways and prizes, weekly emails, as well as my free 8-day supernatural video course, which is free when you sign up.